Should he stay or should he go? Despite reports that he's retiring, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady has told the team he hasn't made up his mind about retiring. The news comes after an online report from ESPN that said the 44-year-old is calling it a career after 22 seasons and a record 7 Super Bowl championships. Here now to talk about tonight's wild rumors is WGN radio host Kevin Wells. Kevin, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So many sports fans here in Chicago remember how Brett Favre's exit out of Green Bay played out. Is what's happening now with Tom Brady a fair comparison?
I don't know. I know with the Brett Favre incident and with him going up to Minnesota and the Jets, I know a lot of that was a little bit different because Brett was a guy who came in and out of retirement a couple of times. And I think with Brady, a lot of people kind of thought that this was somewhere where he wanted to go out on his own terms. He wants to be the guy to make the announcement. I don't know if I would draw too many comparisons to that, but certainly a quarterback on the same, the same level of play, certainly. Two guys, Favre already being in the Hall of Fame and Brady certainly on his way. But it's certainly a joy for people in Chicago. We obviously loved watching Brady play, but it certainly makes it easier for our team, moving forward if there's one less quarterback here to beat in the NFC.
I'm sure a lot of people do feel that way. So should he just put an end to all of this speculation and just officially say whether he's leaving or whether he plans to play another year? I mean, I understand wanting to control the messaging yourself, but I guess that's the downside of being this big of a superstar.
I think that he's able to make this decision whenever he wants to. I think we're kind of seeing that now with all these conflicting reports and seeing his agent come out and say he hasn't made a decision yet, seeing Bruce Arians come out and say, hey, I haven't made a decision yet. I still might want to come back. And another thing to note is Sport Track tweeted this out earlier today that $15 million of his $20 million signing bonus with the Buccaneers will go into effect after February 4th. It's fully guaranteed, that $15 million. So even with a guy of his net worth, that $15 million is still talking a little bit, especially when you're talking about just a couple of days down the road here. So I would expect to hear a decision from him, not during Super Bowl week. He said he's not going to do that, but also after he gets the money that he's earned.
That would be fair speculation. How will the sports world change, once he does decide to retire, no matter when it is?
It's truly the end of an era for NFL fans, people like myself who have grown up in the Tom Brady era and have watched him play now for 22 seasons. It just feels like he's one of those guys you can put on the Mount Rushmore of sports. A guy who, like Muhammad Ali, a guy like Michael Jordan, a guy like Wayne Gretzky, guys who have won at every possible level and have just transcended their sports. And honestly, when Brady is officially done, we'll see if he is truly done, and that's what we keep hearing from Schefter and Ian Rappaport, but it'll truly be the end of an era of the Drew Brees, the Ben Roethlisberger, the Tom Brady, the Eli Manning, Peyton Manning. It'll officially close that chapter and open up a brand new chapter for NFL fans with young quarterbacks, which is exciting, but also very bittersweet, especially if you're a fan of one of those teams and watched Brady play in all of those Super Bowls. 18% of Super Bowls ever played in NFL history. So it will truly be the bookend to quite the era of NFL football.
Wow, yeah, when you put it in perspective like that, that was something I really hadn't thought about. Well, thank you so much, Kevin, for joining us tonight. We appreciate having you.
Thank you for having me. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.